Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, back to talk Below Deck, Season 11, Episode 10, Grenadian Nightmare. Make sure you like and subscribe here and on our TikTok. Catch all our Below Deck coverage, all of our Bravo coverage, and the rest of our reality TV coverage. My apologies, been a little behind on Below Deck. Monday nights are a little crazy for us, but I did want to jump in. I've been caught up on the season, and I'm just going to say it right now. This is one of the better seasons recently because we have a ton of conflict. We have a good mix of bad leadership, Frasier. We have a great mix of good leadership, the captain, and everything in between, especially really picky guests. And there is not any pickier guest on any other reality TV show ever than Jill Zarin. I love Jill Zarin. I'm a big Real Housewives of New York fan. Also know all of the stuff she's done since. She was even on the Serving the Hampton show that Brian and I covered. You can go and check our reviews and interviews with a cast member from that show. Jill's going to be tough. You're going to have to roll with it. She is going to have a comment for everything. She's going to have an opinion for everything. She thinks she can park the boat. And you're just going to have to deal with that. And people that are going to get too riled up by someone like her, you probably shouldn't be in yachting. And I think that's kind of a common theme of a lot of things we're seeing here on this season. Should Barbie be in yachting? I don't think Frasier's a great manager, but I do believe that it's tough for everybody if you have a comment about everything. And frankly, if you could kind of tell already Frasier is who he is and he's your boss, you're going to have to kind of just deal. It's not the end of the world. And frankly, being down a staff member is a below deck staple, especially if you're a Stu. It's almost intentional at this point. You're going to have to deal. They didn't have a great performance, especially Chef. The pad ties, 3 different pad ties. Pad ties really not that difficult, but all 3 of them coming out at different times, all being cold, especially with Captain there. He rips him a new a-hole after the charter, I think deservedly so. Chef is definitely probably outside of Barbie, probably the most likely to go next, and that's a really tough one. Only 20,000 on the tip compared to 30,000 from the last charter. Probably indicative of their performance. We are now going to have a new Stu. We meet Paris. Paris, who is the ex-girlfriend of Jake, a former lead deckhand on a former season of Below Deck. Also friends with Frasier, that being the ex. Again, Frasier showing that he's not really a great leader with the amount of crap talking he does to Paris about Barbie, who they're both his subordinates. And regardless if it's the truth or regardless if it's your opinion, not a great position to put a new member of the boat in. Not a great leader going over to Ben, who's obviously closer with Barbie. Not ideal. Speaking of Ben, Ben is not going to get off scot-free. He had his hands on Paris's knee and elbow after talking to her about, hey, I really appreciate what you did there for Barbie. But obviously Sunny is not going to like that. And she makes a comment to that effect. That is a time bomb waiting to burst. So overall, the crew, we end with Frasier saying he's done with Barbie. We're going to see. We see them at a dinner next week where Barbie still crap talks him. He is going to go to the captain, but it doesn't seem like the captain's going to be super receptive. I'm curious if he is going to empower Frasier there or tell him you need to kind of grow up because we're already down a person. I don't need us down another person. I think this is a good season. There are still a handful of episodes left, so I will continue to review them quickly. Let me know your thoughts, though. If you want me to do more Below Deck content, give me a shout. Let me know, and I will keep it up. But until next time, for myself, everyone here at The Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.